Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Tabletop Gaming. We're back with some more D&D. And last time we left off, we finished our current mission, and our characters are currently figuring out what we're going to do next.
Good news, the sound is working today. So, I believe you woke up and had an issue with a thing, and it has been stuffed into a flask.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No, I didn't.
They currently are.
Yeah, I'm just holding on to it like, okay, no, I'm not letting you move on your own. You're gonna eat someone's rations again.
I'm just kind of staring at the flask with this, like, I want to burn it look.
Yeah, that's technically burning part of me, and I'm not going to be held responsible if hurting this and disintegrating it force Ishvara to do what he did to me again.
Fair enough. Thorin is beside himself. He may have to make a special container for this little troublemaker.
Supposedly, at least according to last sesh. And I supposed to learn more about this thing.
Well, it is a part of you.
I gestured
Literally.
to Kayate to come over to me for a sec. I kind of need to know if Kayate is coming over or not, because I can't proceed otherwise. I mouth the words, the book. I cross my arms and just mouth Cayenne's book. Okay. To keep this interesting, how do... Woo!
Having a bunch of coconuts. There they are. Get on with it!
I'm waiting for Faye to finish typing to see what the hell Faye's doing.
Oh. It just got really silent, and I'm just like, guys.
How do I whisper to someone?
Oh god, here we go.
Eyesight. I was typing arm's length, and my brain went like, no, eyesight, and then
Okay, eye-length, we'll go with this. I need it, how do I do...
Arm's length, but okay.
How do I whisper? Because I don't know if I want to say this stuff out loud or not.
Say it out loud. No more meta game. Way more entertaining
Okay.
that way when you fuck it up.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how to do in the yellow text, by the way. That's something I've meant to ask before.
/me. And then type your text in.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oops. Forward or backward slash?
I would be saying
next-
backslash if it was backslash.
Well, next to the shift button.
Okay, so slash me, and then just type in the message.
Yes. That's old school HTML code that you use in message boards. That's why we all know it.
Ooh, I misspelled that. Whoops! Faye, I apologize for laughing because my spelling apparently isn't much better right now.
Your typing isn't either.
Shut up! Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh, I got raided!
What? Pog.
Hi!
Oh, while we're waiting for Josh to type out a sentence.
Oh my gosh, that.
Josh, don't be boring! Be good, be good, be good, be good!
Fucking difficult, apparently.
Oh, that's supposed to be Thorin, so
Okay, that was not. Oh, jeez. Somebody scared the shit out of me because I thought something popped outside.
No, we pogged. There's a difference.
No, you pogged.
Dear God, off the topic. Get back to topic, please.
Well, I'm waiting for a response from
Oh.
Zika here.
They all left. I think they all left.
Oh, hi, Ray. Someone really likes to rub against the carrot.
Okay, maybe not. This thing is not letting me know very much. Goodness gracious.
Ray ran away.
Anyways.
I apologize. I know Zika is gonna drive you crazy. My mistake at the spelling. I tried to fix it, but it wouldn't let me.
Get on with it!
Hey, don't rush Zika.
Oh, okay. Thought you were still floundering.
No, I already posted. Now that I know how to do that. Oops. I scrolled in by accident. And I also gotta close my door.
This is like the best episode to get rated on, I swear. Honestly, folks, our episodes on these shows are usually pretty funny and usually incredibly entertaining. Our fight scene was pretty good. It's a shame you guys got rated the session after.
Oh, really? It didn't even register my typing. Thanks, keyboard. Oh, I can't type.
Then
say
don't
it.
type.
Fucking say it.
Then speak
This is
out
getting
loud.
ridiculous.
It
It's
is.
taken you 10 minutes to put down 2 sentences.
Yeah, if you can't type, please don't type.
I was doing it because there was noise in my background.
I also have noise in the background. Someone is banging around outside right now.
Yes, but we can't hear that.
Thankfully, then.
Moving on.
Well, continue. The response is the ball is in thy court. Also, if only there was a way to turn off the lightning storm. It'd be great.
I mean, there is, but it takes me a level 3 to do.
So not worth it right now. Good to know. Thunder, thunder, lightning.
Like, I could literally pop a level 3 and yeet it away from us.
So it doesn't delete the storm, it just sends it someone else's direction.
No, it allows me to take control of it.
Oh.
Irrelevant.
Okay. Proceeding in an unexpected direction here, but sure, let's do this. Now I have to review the information just to give the highlights. Okay. I look over at the boat, and then I look over to everybody else. No disrespect to our fellow companion from the guild, but I feel that I can't share this with anybody else. I gesture to everybody else to come closer. And tell them I have some. Oh my gosh, but that's sitting on my face. Okay. Oh, good lord! Everybody's gonna sitting on Thorin.
You have a furry bear draped on your shoulders.
Oh yeah, Mass isn't here, so he's gonna miss this.
And no, I'm not talking about my transformations.
Well, I'm gonna proceed anyways because there's no point in waiting for Mouse. I pull out the book. I show it to everybody. I translated this. However, what I'm about to tell you, at the behest of Kayate, stays between us. It is not to leave this group. I do this with her permission and blessing, and I will refuse to break that promise, as it were, because more or less I've given my word on this.
I already explained, get on with it.
Yeah. Here, I'm just gonna post this in the chat because instead of trying to read this out, you can read it at your leisure.
Unless Kai has a hand out prepared.
Yeah. There we go.
No.
So this is what's in the book. Read it at your leisure. You can pretend it's me reading it out. Whatever. As such, with this information, this remains between us. We cannot share this with anybody else. I look at Cayenne as I hold the book. I would suggest burning this and memorizing that information. If anybody else sees this, it will cause a problem. Especially as dragons are supposed to be myth. This says otherwise. I would
Okay.
hate to disturb them because we screwed up.
I mean, we already know that they're not myth, considering what we saw in the last weapons location. And considering they had to close the door because somebody found out about it.
Fair enough, but that doesn't mean someone can't reopen it. And besides, aside from us, nobody else really knows this information.
I wasn't
And that's the
speaking
way
in
it-
character, but yeah.
I think it wise, at least for the time being, to get rid of this so that nobody else can find this. I look at Kayate, I shrug. It just seems like the best course of action under the circumstances. My father seemed to know about it from some other source, which means some other source exists. But this, well, this is far more dangerous, as there are many dwarfs who can read this and scholars who would understand it. I don't think you would want any armies or evil magicians or warlocks to attack your kind. They left so they wouldn't be disturbed, and I feel it would be wrong to make it easy for others to disturb them. Once is enough. I hand the book to Cayenne. The choice is yours. It is your book.
I'm gonna shelf it. Looks up to the supposedly raining sky based off of the audio. Either that or
I think we established it's still thundering, but it's not raining.
Yeah.
fair. Kind of just gonna be like a different time, different place. Technically, I can read it now.
Well, you won't find out more than what I told you. I translated it fully, and I have the notes to prove it.
Shrug.
Well, that being said, I think it's time we figure out where we're going from here. We have a decision to make. We can either go directly back to Carnell, or we can just look at a few other things that we haven't dealt with between us that I think greatly affects what's going on. I, for one, would like to return to the workshop that burnt down 30 years ago. I haven't been back there since, and I feel that there's something there that might tell us what's really going on with my father and why he's looking for, well, for our lovely friends that we are now walking around with. And, why everybody's so interested in the four elemental pillars, and maybe even why the kingdom's building up weapons.
Oh, are we gonna beat some more angry dwarves?
I just deadpan stare at Otto.
Otto's just got a smile on his face because he doesn't really care.
They shouldn't be angry at me or my father. I left the village on my own.
Oh, that's a
With
shame.
their
We had a
blessing.
great time when you were in prison for a while. We saw the sights and everything.
I Charlie horse Otto at this point. Really?
What? Your people are accommodating.
We're dealing with the potential end of the world, and you want a wisecrack about me being in jail and you guys going and seeing the sights in Farad'ur?
What? I had.
At least tell
I
me
got
what
cheese. It was good.
Well, at least
I wasn't wisecracking. I actually had fun.
We
at
were
least
at
tell me where you went.
we were at the library the entire time.
Well, you guys were.
Oh.
I got some cheese.
No, you were also at the library. When he got taken, we were allowed to stay at the library.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Explored the library.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the cheese happened after.
Yeah, cheese happened after.
Yeah.
I got to read some interesting books.
Lauren looks slightly put out, but he accepts the fact that he got screwed on that one.
Cayenne is just rubbing the side of her head. I will be honest. I know whenever I'm getting that loud, thunderous shout from is definitely following us, and I don't know its intentions. But every time I've heard its voice, it has not gone well.
So staying put is not an option, it seems.
Well, staying put or going the way we came in any regard. I don't know if it's coming down the same path that we went, or if it's going to be coming through the forest.
Either way, we'll be going the opposite direction of it. If we investigate my old home, I could at least while I'm there, I could pay respects to my mother's grave. As she's gone. At least I hope we're actually gone.
Kyan looks up to this guy. Oh, right.
That was a bit depressing.
I mean, Thorin's kind of not in a very good mind state when it comes to family right now. His clan disappeared. His father, who was dead, is not dead. You know, his mother died before all this, and nobody actually knows what's going on. It's gonna be a little depressing. Thorin is not in a good state because of this.
So you're done with all this?
Well, that would depend on what everybody decides.
Honestly, I think we should choose once we're closer to civilization. Let's get out of
Well-
here. It's not exactly safe here to make the decisions anyways.
I suppose we could go back to that town and then figure out from there. It is only 2 days away by the boat.
Well, we're gonna have to return there either way.
Well, that depends on how strong you feel.
I forget her name. Hi, you're gonna have
That's
to.
okay. Apparently, I'm not important enough for your conversations.
Hey, be nice. It's been like a month since the last time we interacted with her properly. Close to.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like that current goes that way. If you want to go back that way, it could be a bit tricky.
It's never simple, so. I mean, what does it matter? We're gonna have to do it anyways.
Oh, somebody's negative.
Hey, I'll just look at Otto.
I'm not saying that in character. You know when I'm saying things in character. Come on.
Fair enough.
So if you can row hard enough, we could not so easily go that way.
Kai, I'm gonna ask this now. If me and Kaite were to pull the boat while flying, would that be faster?
How much does everyone weigh? Plus all the stuff that you put in there.
Well, I can drag 720.
You can attempt, I'm just thinking it's going to be real hard.
Okay, then the only other option.
Because you're looking at the full weight of the boat, plus all the people, plus the stuff that got loaded up from the Wyverns.
Which is
It's not impossible, it's just hard.
which is just claws and fangs.
I legitimately don't have a way to help with this.
and ahead.
Alfie
That would-
just casually pushes some things underneath the sitting points.
Ah, I see. Well, the only other option. Well, the only other option is we're going back to town. It's either we do that or we get up the cliff.
Do you think you can carry people up the cliff? Maybe a dwarf, but I'm not exactly, one of those mountain goats you saw near Bear Dur.
Thing. That's transmute. That's extend. How long did that last again? $10 minutes, 20, 40, 80. 60. Which one? Fuck it. That becomes a 0, and if my mouse would cooperate instead of auto scrolling.
You have a plan?
All of the plans.
I suddenly fold my legs like I'm sitting down, but in the air. As I also quicken in it so that at least lasts over, like, 5 hours and 20 minutes.
Nanny. The fuck?
But is that enough to carry somebody else with you?
I can lift. I just look at. Cayenne looks at Otto. I carried people down a cliff and up a cliff.
That doesn't mean your
Remember?
wings are strong enough to do that.
There aren't.
There are no wings.
There are no wings.
Oh, okay.
It's a spell.
Magical flight.
Sorry, I saw a wing feather from any bird and I assumed it gave you wings.
Well, I think instead of
No,
wasting...
Red Bull does not exist in this realm.
I think instead of wasting Cayenne's spell, we should get in the boat and start moving. As I think that has a limited duration, and I would prefer not to waste it.
Maybe you could push the boat.
That was the entire point. But according to Kai, that's going to be harder than.
Flying us? Okay.
Well, we could always row with you and take turns.
No, it's about fighting the current plus our drag ratio compared to his flying. It's easier to carry us individually than to push the boat. It's physics.
No, it's magic.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So what's the actual plan?
What Cayenne wants to do, except I'm gonna fly myself.
We get
What's the plan?
we get to the cliff, at least as close as we can, so that I don't have to. So I could just go up and down instead of a diagonal, because I don't think any remaining wyverns are going to appreciate that.
Okay, so you want to ferry people up the cliff and then just abandon the boat then?
Yeah.
Well, if we're going off of D&D regular rowboat, that weighs 100 pounds.
Okay, so that's
I can
less
lift
than a
that.
person.
Yeah, I can lift it.
Yeah, but it's a bigger rowboat.
So we still have to row to the cliff and then...
No,
Right,
we,
rowboat
it's
only,
just
like sits like 4 people at tops.
Yeah, we have to decide whether we want to abandon the rowboat or not. That's it.
How many times? How many
Like,
times?
what? Because if you do take the rowboat up to the cliff, then you're just gonna have to you're gonna have to physically carry it. If this is what I'm getting at, it's like the ferrying up the cliff and stuff.
I mean, Kaya can just drag it. She has the strength to do it.
Also, portaging exists. That's not hard. I know, I've done it before.
So
I'm
is
sure Otto hasn't.
No, that's true. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
So you're gonna head over to the cliff, then ferry people up. Deal
Yes.
with the boat afterwards.
Yes.
Okay. So people load into the boat.
That's what I figured. In the boat we get, and row your boat.
Whoever it is that's staying out to push yada yada to get it into the
Oh,
water itself.
probably
I'll do
me
it.
and
It's just
Cayenne.
a joint effort thing. It's like you just need to make sure it's not on the land.
Yeah. It's probably just gonna be,
You're
me
gonna
and-
get a bit damp. Oh well. Ooh.
Somebody want to grab?
Why is Rilla and Kaite in the water?
I'm not moving the actual boat and shit.
Okay. Well, I guess.
So we know everyone's getting into the boat, and then Cayenne presumably is going to push,
Yes.
Alright.
kind of like
Push as long-
right behind.
Yeah. Push, and I keep. And people just row towards cliff.
So I need 2 people to make athletics to do the rowing. Like Cayenne, you can kind of just generally push them in the direction towards the cliff, but they've got to still row to some degree. Otherwise, it's just gonna, go at a really weird angle.
Wait, what was the rule?
Athletics.
What's your athletics?
What, me?
Yes, you.
Our
Without the actual
proficient
number.
I just want to.
+5.
+8.
That's not without a number.
Would now be a good time to say that Otto's looking out for the currents like last time?
Oh, wait a second. I just need to know who's rowing right now.
This isn't rowing, but I want to see what it rolls anyways.
I'm gonna do my athletics roll then and see where this goes.
I suppose it would be people of similar athletic skill like last time, so me and Cayenne.
Well, Orin and Rill have done it now, so
Yeah.
I
Right.
am totally being
So-
left behind.
you push away, and you start like rowing. And you kind of like hold on to. It's weird because rowboats go backwards. Oh, you sit backwards, but you're forwards. You know what I mean? It's like
Orientation, yes.
with combined efforts, you're able to get close. You do drift with the current, but you're able to quite quickly effectively cross the small gap to just bump the wall, like cliff face. Now you just gotta figure out how to ferry people up while keeping the boat fairly in the right position.
We tie. I would assume we would tie a rope to the boat, hammer it and pit in, and or at least one down below does as I ferry people up that don't want to be on the
Someone
boat.
stick a thing in the wall, please, and tie a
Yes.
knot. Okay, who's tying a knot?
I suppose I am?
Okay, sleight of hand, please.
Oh shit.
I grabbed the skinniest member, or at least to my knowledge. It's Zoho, because he's also not here.
Oh my gosh, I rolled good!
That's a decent map. Okay. So,
And I have no mods on that.
don't care.
I know.
Just don't matter.
I know.
So, you stick a pin into the wall and tie use it to kind of like the boat kind of like rocks against the cliff face as the current still batters it, but it seems to not be going anywhere other than the however long you've given the rope. And so the ferrying begins.
Should I just like transform now or later?
You can transform now.
We'll see.
Well, I take up Zoho.
Okay, take up Zoho. Otto just magically does it. Just I'm a bird, and flies up to the top and sits there.
I mean, I'm
listening.
pretty sure at this point he's memorized by Azrael's parrot. So
No, it's okay. I've got a
No,
giant raven.
he has a raven. It's fine. It's just he can't carry anything because it's not strong enough to do so.
Yeah, I can turn into a glider for you guys, but I cannot actually physically fly you anywhere.
If anyone would like to attempt to climb, you can.
No, I'm
Or you
away.
could just kind of like wait for the awkwardness that is having Cayenne carry you, whole fireman style.
I'll since transformations are a thing and they cost stuff, I'm gonna just stay in the air and keep an eye on you guys. And the surrounding area to make sure we're not getting jumped while we're doing this.
Pretty sure you're okay, so you get you're away from the wyvern nesting.
No, I meant just in general. Like, cause we're climbing the cliff on the
Paranoid.
opposite face, yeah?
You're climbing the cliff opposite to Stormridge.
Yeah, so
Effectively.
there wouldn't be any wyverns, but there could be stuff on the shore once we get up there. That's
Okay.
Otto's mentality anyway.
Okay, roll a perception then. All seems clear to you. Wyvern seem to be over there and leaving you alone, and there's nothing seems to be directly on the ridge itself.
How I think
One by
Cayenne
one,
would,
Cayenne,
how-
where his people are.
Mhm.
yeah, how I think Cayenne would hold Thor in, because dick.
Making the assumption Kaite's going to fly herself up.
Sorry, are you carrying him like a sack of potatoes or like a bride across the threshold?
I think Thorin's just gonna keep his mouth shut and let this happen regardless. He's not being given a choice.
Yeah, he's being held like a cat with the front paws outstretched for, or in the feet dangling.
So
I'm just gonna deal with it.
holding him by the collar.
Nope, by the sides.
Okay. Oh, like that. Okay.
So it takes a bit of time going up and down, up and down, up and down.
I doubt it would
And
take
the last thing that's left is the boat and the parts of Wyvern inside.
Oh,
I-
we forgot about the wyvern parts.
I unfast in the boat, use the 50 foot of rope to tie it around the city in parts so that it'd be stable, and I just just lift upwards, so like holding it.
So you untie the rope and then retie it around the.
Well, I untie it from the pit and take the pit in,
Right.
and then make sure I have the rope tied around the sitting portion, and so that I can pull it so that it's balanced, so I can just fly upwards.
Okay, so as you're like redoing the row, the boat starts to drift in the current further to I think it's west. Based on the actual map. It's a bit awkward. You get like, I'm assuming you're kind of like standing on the boat or something while you're doing this.
Well, I could be standing, or I could just also be floating there with my feet at least far enough into the boat so that it's not
It's a bit awkward, but you're able
drifting
to.
too far.
And as you kind of like fly up, if you were to go straight up from your position, you'll find yourself a little bit further down the, like, along the cliff face to where everyone else went up. And you kind of like drop the boat down on the ground. So now you have a land boat. They don't work so well. So where to?
Well, we can either head back to the city, or let Thor in lead us.
When you say city, you're talking about the town that you were in.
Yeah,
before.
the port town.
Not all the way to Carnell. From here,
Not Carnell.
Okay.
I mean, we'd have to carry about that entire distance, I doubt it.
Cayenne.
Take you a long ass time.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I'm not saying we can't carry the boat, I'm just saying...
But you're very attached to this boat that it's just kind of like a bit of a patchwork job with.
Yeah, we fixed it ourselves.
We're attached to the items inside.
Man, if only this was like Dragon Ball Universe, we could just toss it into a capsule or something.
So which way you want to go? If you don't plan on going back to Carnell, I'll just take this stuff with me once we get back to that little town.
Oh, it's the character talking, okay. But you're willing to bring back the dragon parts?
The Wyvern parts?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Probably valuable. Don't worry, I'll make sure Gunflow falls onto your share.
Sounds like a plan. It doesn't seem like we're going to be going directly back to Carnell.
Sounded that way.
It's a shame, because I'm not going to be able to get my upgrades, but eh.
Who knows? Thorn's house is probably going to be back there, and he could probably use the forge. Probably.
Yeah, but she's taking the parts with her.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, by the way,
Well, Wyvern.
that house was burnt down 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Dwarves like to salvage things and fix them. I doubt there would be any forge equipment left. If anyone was crazy enough to go into the shop, of course. Which I doubt. I thought my old man was crazy when he invented something.
Yeah, I doubt somebody would want to walk into a building that just exploded on the off chance that it might explode again.
Yeah.
Right, so you're gonna head back to the little town first.
Yeah.
Over the next 3 days again, you head back to the little town. Just stopping twice. As you kind of like just follow the ridge line and then slowly meander your way down towards the actual coast and then along the beach. If you wish to do the last part by sticking the boat in the water again and rowing it,
Is that faster?
not really.
Not really.
Rowing the rowboat is probably about the same as like walking it. just you needed a way to get over to the Storm Ridge, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And didn't have these weird flying abilities and stuff before.
It's almost like we gained some unnatural powers from visiting the unnatural location.
So Kaya just figured out how to fly.
So you basically, you effectively spend the next 3 days uninterrupted, leaving the storm in the distance, traveling back to the small town where the halfling fellow greets you again. And that's kind of the session, because you went a different way to what I thought you might do.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I had something else, but you decided to do something completely different.
Dang it, Thorin!
Sorry.
So unless you want to, like just sort of like plan your actual course of action in regards to where, Thorin telling people where to go and stuff. You basically just skipped an entire thing. Good job, guys. Oh, it happens.
I mean, are we there?
We're at
Yeah,
the
it's like
town,
spend
but
the
that's...
You return to the town, to the little building with the halfling fellow who was acting as host. It's like from here, Althea, regardless of what you do, will head towards Carnell.
Right.
What? Before she leaves, can I look around for maybe a place that could be used as a blacksmith?
In this town?
Yeah, I know it's a long shot, but
There isn't. This is a very small little town.
yeah,
They kind of like.
I figured
even
somebody
from,
would
like,
repair
They
things
have
here.
a dock, but they're kind of just sort of like, oh, we're a little fishing town. There's not really much here.
Yeah, but things get repaired.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
they go somewhere else to trade and whatnot
Okay.
when they need that. There's no blacksmith because there's no. Well, a blacksmith here is kind of like what's he going to do? He's going to he's not going to have enough work to keep him going.
Yeah.
Like the innkeep guy is just sort of like he's convenient there for when, like for the most part, he's just a nice little friendly fellow and provides lodging when people do decide to come into port for a little bit.
I'm sending Whirl, by the way.
Oh dear, you're sending Whirl.
Oh no,
Gotta
is
get-
he on the
gotta
pooper
get
again?
going. No, that's Gunthorpe.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Well, the good news is he's not on the ship. That's usually what happens when the message comes for.
Let's be honest. If Faye messaged Gunthorpe right now, I guarantee you would have Gunthorpe on the shitter again.
Before I left, I stopped because apparently he was in a meeting.
Don't you have like a don't you roll dice to see if he's on the crapper or doing something else at this point?
Depends on how I feel.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's...
Anyway, what are you sending Whirl?
The thing above it.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like an interesting time. Things are getting a bit serious here, too. That's all you get.
Neat. I relay that to everyone. Shenanigans are afoot.
Right.
It has no insight on what's potentially chasing my ass.
Nice.
Yeah, not sure how he would expect it, but good to know.
Well, I don't know. He's part of his circle of Drew. It's
Hey, random old dude. I'm apparently being chased by something that has dead blood inside me. What?
Hey, you know magic, right?
well. I'm not gonna send Ing the Duke because I don't know if he's alive or what's going on with him.
I know. Send for for Judge Thorin's dad. You've met him before.
Yeah, I've sent an apology to him. I don't think I got a response.
I don't know if we want a response right now.
He'll be funny. So, anyways,
There's only like 3 people I can ask. Like, hey, the Duke? Hey, what the fuck did you do to me, and whose blood did you inject me with? Thorn's dad. Hey, just give a little bit of information, or Danny, the same amount of information.
Oh, Danny would have a field day with that info.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but you don't trust Dad.
exactly.
That's the problem.
We trust her as far as we can throw.
Which is ironically
not
pretty
very
far.
No,
Yeah,
it's not very far.
Well, we can. We don't trust what she currently is potentially working with. As a person, fine. If we find out that it's for any party that's not good, then that might be an issue later. Because it has to be someone very rich due to the fact that she gave us each 100 gold.
You could have stolen it.
Yeah, but the goals of Dan, from what we saw, Thorn's dad are kind of aligning, and the last time Thorin actually saw his dad he made a thing for a woman that supposedly killed them both.
I got it. The vampires of Cornell are footing the bill.
I push off the cliff. We don't talk about that one. We don't even know where that circus is.
Yeah.
Should we be concerned?
Now we're back in town.
No, we're sleeping with the fishes. It's
I
not.
forgot I was mute.
It's not
No,
an
you're
issue.
right back in town. I thought you might like a change of scenery,
Yeah.
seeing as I have that map.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Nah, Thorin, we're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. It's fine.
Maybe you could sleep with the fishes if you studied them long enough.
I mean, I do have a fish farm.
I'm just... Thorin's trying not to laugh right now.
But anyways, I believe that's
Hunter.
us for the end of our stream, even though it was
Unless we-
really short.
Yeah, unless we want to rant for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask Kaite if she wanted me to make a saddle for Azrael to be able to ride on her back more easily. Or maybe some saddlebags.
She's not
So
big
that
enough
she-
to ride yet.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead, and she did a wiggle, finger wig all for it.
Yeah, she, Kaite's not capable of flying her anywhere yet. We already established that a couple of episodes before. Basically, when she evolved into her bigger form, we established that she
And
can't.
she evolved. She's not a Pokemon.
And no, she grew. I say
I mean,
evolved
Thor could
because
always-
somebody did magic stuff around her and she got big fast.
I mean,
She advanced.
Hunter?
Yeah, that's Hunter.
Anyway,
Well, there is actually one more thing that we can do.
What?
Kai, what else do I fucking learn with my slime familiar?
that is in a flask.
Yeah, well, I can let it out of the.
Or I should correct myself. It was in a flask.
I was about to say,
They had
can you
3
learn to
days
absorb
figure out how
God?
to escape.
So does it consume the glass or does it consume the cork?
No, it's in the flask.
Oh,
The
okay.
flask just isn't got a top on it anymore.
So I did consume the cork. So for stream's sake, Shell has typed in a table flip emoji into our public Discord. There you go.
Yeah, that it's a part of you. It's quite smart when it wants to be.
Okay, cool.
Although the
What-
flask seems, for some reason, the flask seems comfortable. It's just chilling,
Cool.
longer contained.
Do I act cool? Do I learn anything else about it? Yeah, because I know it's amorphous because Cayenne's a morph. Is the fire thing happen? And the belch happened. I'm pretty sure it slapped Zoho. Or it slapped someone. The
Well,
only
have you
thing
tried
that
talking to it.
yes, I've tried. I've talked to
It
and all I've
responds
been
with
getting is-
nom.
Oh yeah, it wants food. Have you tried feeding it yet?
I
Yes.
fed it multiple times. I fed it a wyvern.
No,
That's
it's
how I
fed
learned about.
it's fed itself multiple times.
I
That
give.
doesn't
I
matter.
I fed it a ration. I fed it the wyvern. I said, "Go ham."
Ham? Where?
And when eating the wyvern, it belched into Thorn's face.
Hang on, how many days? It's only been 4 days
Oh,
since.
it starts tomorrow. I'm stoked.
What?
Oh, okay. Figures out that.
Okay, if you were to if you spend a bit of time when you're resting and stuff, keeping an eye on it, it starts showing more
Development.
intelligence than expected as time is going on.
Yeah.
It shows more intelligence.
It's
but that's
developing.
negative two.
For starters, it got itself out of the freaking it took the cork off.
Neat.
It did not eat the cork. It figured out how to remove the cork.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Good to know. It's
And if you spend time watching it and stuff, it's all roll an insight.
Oh, is it
Oh,
gaining
good.
the intelligence of the things it eats?
that'd be shocking because it has a 6.
I don't know. Those wyverns that fought us weren't exactly the smartest. They picked a fight when they really shouldn't.
Wait, is a 6 -2? I thought that would be a -4.
6 is -2.
Okay.
It's every even number, remember?
No.
Yeah.
That one. 11.
Not yet.
Not yet. What?
Nothing obvious to you yourself yet.
So I know it can't. So I don't learn that it can.
You get
do
just
thing-
of
do-
that it
do what she
seems to
can
be
do.
it seems to be acting in the sense of when you first had it, it was kind of like looking at a freaking blobby baby that just sort of sat there and cried and ate and stuff, and now it seems to be doing the whole if you pay attention, it kind of does the equivalent of the crawling and the trying to walk around, and if it was bigger, it would be smacking its head on a table corner right now.
Okay then. Well, I give it head scratches for being a good goo and not running off to eat other people's rations.
When you head scratch it, it just well,
I find a fish, I give it a fish.
it slurps down the fish like a spaghetti.
Oh god, he Scooby Dooed it. Well, I'm pretty sure that's about it. We've reached an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, folks. That's us for
Oh
tonight.
wow, that was way shorter than the...
Yeah. Sorry.
Well-
Sorry for the short stream. We were planning on doing more. Things got out of hand, and we ended up starting late as well. So
Well,
things ended up not going the way we had planned in multiple aspects.
It also doesn't help Kai's technically dying.
Yeah. We'll see you guys again tomorrow for, I believe it's Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to see the rest of our schedule, check our offline page or our schedule page. And yeah, if you want to join our lovely community, please join our Discord. And these streams are all done in support for Extra Life. So if you want to donate, the link is at the bottom of the screen if you're watching this on Twitch. We'll see you guys then.